guys through a pretty glam makeup tutorial. This is my first one, so I'm pretty excited and kind of nervous. So take it easy on me if you're judging. So I wanted to start with my eyebrows and then do my eyes and then my actual face, so I don't have to worry about fallout or anything getting on my foundation. So I'm taking the NYX eyebrow pencil and I'm just filling in like the sparse hairs. I don't have great eyebrows and that's okay. Okay, that's the easy eyebrow. This eyebrow is not so easy. I have a gap in this one pretty hard. I fell when I was a little kid and I had stitches. Well, I didn't fall. I ran into a car door. I was playing in the parking lot, unlike my mom told me to do. And I was playing tag and I turned around, and then when I turned back around I was like, BAM! So I have a gap right there. So this one like doesn't fill in as smoothly as this one, but it still is okay. Shout out my friend Khalil. He's helping me make this video and I couldn't be happier. It looks weird, but we're gonna make it better. Trust the process. I'm using the Ulta Full Coverage Liquid Concealer. It's waterproof. And then I'm using my Real Techniques sponge to blend this in. It's a little bit battered. And then once you blend that in, you have to set that before you go in on eyeshadows. Because if not, it's just not gonna, they're not gonna blend well, they're not gonna blend evenly. And what I do is just take whatever setting powder I'm going to use for my face. Today it's the NYX Mineral Set It and Don't Fret It. And it's not a translucent powder, it's a skin powder. My shade is light medium. And you're just going to dust that over all the areas that you put that concealer. Now the eyeshadow look today, I am planning on doing, I was inspired by this little guy right here. The shadow is, like the shade is called Sangria. And I got this today in my Ipsy bag. And I was so excited to try it that it was what framed my whole makeup look. So I'm taking the 35O Morphe palette. Mine that's missing a shadow, don't judge it. So I'm just going in with a transition shade. I'm using this one in the middle, pretty neutral. I'm just swirling my brush in that, tapping it off, and then going straight in my crease. Now I'm gonna transition into this orange, deeper color, because I want my crease to be really warm. I'm going to take a deeper brown. This is like a chocolatey brown on this type of blending brush. It doesn't have, they don't have names on them. Same thing, I'm swirling it. And I'm gonna concentrate this one more on the outer V. Okay, so we're just gonna go in with this color and we're gonna put it all over our lid. And I'm just going to do this with my fingers because that's the best application that I find with shadows like this. Okay, now we're just gonna go and blend out those edges, and I'm gonna take a more defined blending brush this time. This one's a little bit fluffier. And I'm gonna go back in with that deep chocolatey brown color. It's not super deep. I'm gonna go into the edges over here. This is just the problem eye in general. I have a scar on this eye too. My first ever black eye. I was playing intramural basketball and the girl hit my eye and now I have a scar over there, so now when I blend eyeshadows, they don't blend as nicely on that side. We're gonna go back in with that original brush and that original crease color. Now we're just gonna do the edges up here. We don't want any harsh edges, boy. Harsh lines. We're gonna go in with some glitter on top. So I'm taking my NYX glitter glue. I'll be doing anything over here. Well, I have no idea what I'm doing. Bam. I will tightline my eyes. I'm going to be using the ColourPop Cream Gel Liner in the shade Swerve. Woo! If you weren't crying before, you're crying now. Beauty's painful. If you didn't know this happened, but it does. Woo! Okay, we did that. We're good. Okay, now I'm gonna clean up all this fallout and glitter on my face with a makeup wipe, and then we're gonna start doing our face makeup. And then we'll come back to the lower lash line and finish that later. So we're gonna start by priming. I'm gonna use the MAC Strobe Cream. I don't use this on a daily basis, but if I wanna go out that night, I wanna look extra beamy, I'll use this. Look at that glow. Woo! Or oil, depending on who you are. And then we're gonna go in with foundation. I'm using the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation in Nude Ivory. I've seen a lot of people use this, and my sister recommended it to me. I like the applicator. It's like a flat paddle brush, kind of. Lost my audio. I don't know where it went. Here I'm just telling you that I'm using the Morphe M439 brush. And then I'm going in with concealer. I'm using the Ulta High Definition Full Coverage Concealer. And I'm blending that in with my Real Technique sponge, making some pretty funny faces in the process. Now I'm taking my NYX Stay Matte powder and I'm pressing that into the skin all over my face and where I set the concealer. Then I'm taking just a big e.l.f. kabuki brush and I'm brushing off that excess powder. And that little bit of white cast that you see under my eyes from this powder, it didn't look like that in person. So that was kind of upsetting later, but it didn't look like that in person, so that's good. But I made a mental note for future. So I waterlined my eyes with that ColourPop gel liner, and I smudged out with the transition color. And then we're going to take a pencil brush, go back in with that transition color. Boom. I'm going to take this Balm highlighter I have. This is the Ipsy version. And this is kind of like a flat brush. It's not completely flat. It's like an eyeshadow shader brush. I'm just going to take a little bit of that because this thing is pretty pigmented. Up on the top of my eyebrow right here to highlight. And then we're going to also highlight the inner corner. It really brings a lot of light back into your eye look. It's a nice trick if you have smaller or more closed eyes to put light things on the inner corner to make them look more open. Okay, now we're going to finish up the rest of the face and then we will be done. So I'm going to go in with my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. And I'm just going to take this big, fluffy Bare Minerals brush that I have, like huge. Just swirl that in there, tap off the excess. And I'm just going to go straight into my cheekbone. And there's a couple neat tricks that I learned from my favorite YouTuber, Jaclyn Hill. She taught me that if you put a little bit of bronzer underneath your lower lip, it makes it look bigger. Because what you're doing with the bronzer or contouring like originally is creating a shadow on your face. And that's, your lip already like naturally has one, but this just deepens it up just like that. And then I also like to put a little bit on the sides of my nose too. Then I'm going to take this Tarte blush in the shade Feisty. And I'm using an Eco Tools, just a blush brush. I don't really have a blush brush that I love, so this is just the one that I used. And then last but certainly not least, we're going to go back in with that highlighter from the Balm. And I'm actually going to use this new brush that I just got in my Ipsy bag today. It looks like LL SL Miss Glam L36. Never used it before. We'll see. And then to finish off this look, because the eyes are doing so much and they have glitter on them, I don't have a mascara yet. And so mascara isn't my favorite thing to put on. It's my favorite thing to see like change on my face. But this stuff stresses me out honestly to put on, because like when I've worked super hard at like blending my eyeshadows and making sure that it looks nice, and then I put on my mascara and boop, like, no, ma'am. This is the Tarteist mascara. That's all I got for you. Much better. Okay, now the last thing that we're gonna do is just put on some lip gloss. And I'm using the Dirty Little Secret DLS lip gloss in Nude Beach. Last step, but definitely not least, is e.l.f. Makeup Misting Set. Spray my whole face. Look all this in. Thanks for watching. crusty. I don't know what it's called. Kuakarabisha? I have no idea. And it smells amazing. I'm going to take off the foundation off my lips. Crusty. Fuck.